Greetings. In this lesson, we will compare the difference between simple and compound interest. So when you come to class tomorrow, we will definitely have a warm-up, and I'm going to go ahead and model this warm-up. So remembering our slope, remember, if I look at the graph from left to right, that's a positive slope. If I look at the graph from left to right and it's in a decreasing motion, that's a negative slope, a negative constant rate of change. So let's go ahead and take a look at this slope. How do I find my constant rate of change? Remember, it's change in y over change in x. So choose 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and choose the point 1, 3 and 0, 5. So if I look at the following, remember my 5s and my 3 are my y coordinates. So when I find the difference in these, I have 5 minus 3 over change in my x coordinates, 0 minus 1. And that will give me a slope of -2. Your y-intercept is always going to be found on your y-axis. So, as you can see, that has been given to us, 0, positive 5. So my final equation in slope-intercept form would be y equals -2 times x plus 5. All right, in this lesson, it's important that you take the opportunity to observe the video that goes with simple and compound interest. Once you observe it, we will come back as a class and we will discuss what you've learned of the difference between simple and compound interest. So let's go ahead and do the I do problems. So remember, what you'll gather from the video is that your principal is the amount of money that you start off with. Your rate is the amount of money that you're earning in this case, or the percent. The rate is it can be expressed as a decimal, and T is representing the number of years. So in order to figure out the interest, simple interest formula, you take the principal, you multiply it by the rate and by the time. So calculate the account balance and interest earned on a $2,000 deposit. So the $2,000 is the principal amount. The rate that I've been given is 5.5%. And I can express 5.5% by converting that to a decimal, which is approximately 5 cents or 0.055. The number of years is 6 years. So if I made a deposit of $2,000 and I leave that money in the bank and it's earning 0.055 rate, and I leave it there for 6 years, we're going to calculate the interest that is earned. So using my Desmos calculator, please make sure that you guys are actually on the Texas Star, and we're going to multiply 2,000 times. You can use the decimal format that you already converted, and we're leaving that in there for 6 years. That gives me a total interest of $660. Or you can also do it this way if you don't want to convert the decimal. So 2,000 times, you can type in 5.5 and go to the ABC icon here. Use your Shift key and press the percent symbol. And it automatically writes it in percent form. And that just means we're multiplying by 6. So you notice we can get the same amount of money. So I prefer to just quickly convert all of that. So what I did here, let me just recap, is we took $2,000, we left it in the bank. This is the amount of money it was earning yearly, and we multiplied that by 6, and we earned, just for leaving it in the bank, $660. So in order to get the account balance, well, I would have to add the principal plus the interest. So I started with $2,000, and I earned $660. So now my total balance after 6 years is $2,660. So now let's take the same amount of money, and now we're going to say that it's being compounded interest, and we're going to compound the interest annually. So here's your formula. We're going to take the principal. However, this formula does give you your final balance all at once. Here I had to add my interest, right, to my principal in order to get that. So again, we would start off by substituting using our formula. So we're going to take our principal of $2,000. And remember, in the video, that we keep that $2,000, that whole, and every year, right, we're going to add the amount of money that we've earned on interest. And we're going to leave it in the bank for 6 years. So let me go ahead and do this part right here. Let me move this up. Okay, so let's continue. We will take our, let me go ahead and start that over. $2,000 was our principal, right? And we keep that, and we add our rate, and we're going to keep that in the bank. It's compounding annually for 6 years. So I get a total amount of $2,757.69. So notice it gave me the account balance if I round that to the nearest hundredth place. So how much interest was earned? What I'm going to have to now do is take the account balance, right? And I'm going to actually have to subtract the principal in this case, right? What I started with in order to figure out how much money was earned. So as you can see, I earned way much more money depositing my money in the bank and it earning compound interest. And this should make more sense to you if you've watched the video that was presented beforehand. All right, we're going to go ahead and work one more example together. So once again, let's go ahead and start this off by looking at what's been given to me. I'm depositing $3,000, so I know that that is my principal. My rate is 5%, and I'm going to go ahead and convert that by moving my decimal 2 places to the left, and that's 5 cents. I'm leaving that money in the bank for 3 years. So once again, I go ahead and come here, and I'm going to go ahead and type, that was $3,000 times the rate of 5 cents, and I'm leaving that for 3 years. And that's going to earn $450 of interest. So in order for me to get the account balance, I would have to take the principal and add the interest to it. So 3,000 plus 450 is going to end up with $3,450 in the account. All right, so we're going to take the same principal amount and we are going to apply the compounded formula. And that's going to be a 3. That's the time. So I'm starting off with $3,000, right? And that's always going to stay in the account. However, this time I'm going to add that to the new principal, and I'm going to leave that money in the bank for 3 years. So remember, when you apply the compounded formula, you actually get the account balance. So let's go ahead and take 3,000, 1 plus, we're using the formula, the 5 cent interest, and we left it in the bank for 3 years. $3,472.88. So that gave me my account balance, $3,472.88. So in order to figure out how much money I've earned, interest I've earned, how much money I made off of it, I have to now subtract my principal and my account balance, and that's going to give me $472.88. So I'm definitely making more money on an account that's earning compounded interest versus simple interest. All right, please make sure you show up to class tomorrow so that we can discuss the video beforehand. Have a great day.